Okay, children, can you hear me? Badra, can you hear me properly?
Good morning, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Morning, good morning. We finished Chile, isn't it? No response? Okay, children, I hope you all understood about Chile. John, who was the leader of Chile in 1970?
Ma'am, I can hear you.
The ruler of Chile in 1970, 70 to 73, who ruled Chile?
Hello, ma'am.
John, you can't hear me?
No, my sound is cracky.
Now can you hear?
No, ma'am, my network is some low. Hello, ma'am.
Okay, Bhadra, can you say? Who ruled Chile?
Allende.
Ah, yes, very good, Mola. It's Allende ruled the Chile. Then after that, the military came headed by Pinochet. And again, the democracy was restored there, isn't it? Remember it? Allende's rule was overthrown by the military and the Pinochet ruled for the 17 years. And after that, what happened? Again, he called for a referendum and he lost the power, and again the democracy, a democratic government was formed in Chile. Then who was the first women defense minister?
Michelle Bachelet.
Huh?
Michelle Bachelet.
Michelle Bachelet. Yes. Then another country is there. We are discussing about the two cases of two different countries to know about how important democracy is. The next is the case of Poland. Okay. Poland in 1980, Poland was ruled by the Polish United Workers' Party. So the Poland was ruled by the Polish United Workers' Party ruled Poland, and their policy was no political party was allowed to form or no right to choose a leader and speak against the government. So there is only one party there. There is no other trade unions or no other parties were promoted in Poland. Okay. So in 1980, the Poland was ruled by the Polish United Workers' Party. That's the only party there. And what was their policies? Which all policies they followed? No political party was allowed to form. Also, there is no right to choose a leader and speak against the government. The government was supported and controlled by the government of USSR. So that is the case of Poland. Poland get a great support from USSR, and also there was only one party, that is the Polish United Workers' Party. Then on 14th August 1980, the workers of the Lenin shipyard in the city of Dansk went on a strike. So what happened is there is only one party there and no parties were permitted or allowed to form there. And in 1980, all of you mute your audios and turn on your videos. So in 1980, the workers of Lenin shipyard. The workers of the Lenin shipyard in the city of Dansk went on a strike. Why or what is the reason behind their strike? It is to take back a crane operator. She was a woman worker who was unjustly dismissed from the service. Okay, in the Poland, the workers of the Lenin shipyard went on a strike. What was their demand for the strike? It is to take back the crane operator. She was a lady and who was unjustly dismissed from her job. The trade union, as we discussed in the beginning itself, they will not permit any party to form or any trade unions to form. But the trade union was illegal there, and Lech Walesa, an electrician dismissed from the service in 76 for demanding higher pay, joined the strike. So in 76, the Lech Walesa was dismissed from his job for demanding a higher wage. When he asked for higher wage, he was dismissed from the job. So he also joined in this strike. So in the Poland in August 1980, the workers of the Lenin shipyard in the city of Dansk went on a strike. They went on for a strike. What was their demand? To take back the crane operator. She was a woman who was unjustly dismissed from her job. And the strike, the trade unions was illegal there. And the Lech Walesa, an electrician dismissed from the service in 1976 for demanding higher pay, also joined the strike. Okay? Clear? Haya? Then, what were the demand of the trade unions under the leadership of Lech Walesa? Okay, their demand were, first they demanded to form an independent trade union because no trade unions were permitted there, so they demanded for an independent trade union and to release of the political prisoners and to end the censorship on press. When we discussed about the difference between a democratic and a non-democratic country, we discussed the press, how the freedom of press is denied in the non-democratic countries. The press have no freedom to express their views, it is denied there. So they demanded to form an independent trade union and to release the political prisoners and to end the censorship on press. Then the strike came to an end when the Walesa signed a 21-point agreement with the government. So when they signed, the Walesa the trade union signed a 21-point agreement with the government, and the strike came to an end. Then what was the result of their strike? First one is they get the freedom to form a trade union and the right to strike. Till that time, no parties or no trade unions were allowed there. But after this, they get the freedom to form a trade union and also get the right to strike. And the Dansk agreement was signed. New trade union was formed. Then what is the name of the new trade union? It is Solidarity. they formed a new trade union called Solidarity. Revelations of widespread corruption and mismanagement of the government. So at that time, the Polish government was very corrupt, and also their management, there's a mismanagement and corruption was a main feature of the government, Polish government at the time. Clear? So Poland, once again, who ruled Poland in the time of 1980? Which party? Which party ruled?
Polish United Workers Party.
Yes, it's the United Workers Party. The United Workers Party ruled the Poland. And what were the policies? Lolita, can you say what were the policies?
No political party was allowed. No right to.
Be louder.
No political.
Yes, no political parties was allowed to form.
For no right. Lead against.
Yes, they have no right to choose their leader or speak against the government. The people have no freedom to choose their leader or to speak against the government. Then, from where the government gets support? The government gets support from the USSR or the Soviet Union. The Poland, they get a high support from the USSR. So Poland, once again, Poland was ruled by the Polish United Workers Party. Which party, Vishnu?
Polish United Workers Party.
And what were their policy? They followed a policy that no political parties was allowed to form, and also nobody can speak against the government, and there is no freedom to choose the leaders. And also the government get a great support from the USSR. At that time, USSR was a great power. Then, in 1980, what happened? The workers in the Lenin shipyard in the city of Danzig went on a strike. Okay, the workers of the Lenin shipyard, they went on for a strike, and they demanded to take back a crane operator, a woman worker who was unjustly dismissed from her service. You think that they are not allowed to form a political party there, but the workers began to start a strike for demanding to take back the crane operator who was unjustly dismissed from her service. And the trade unions were illegal. Only one party is there, and no other party or no other trade unions were permitted to form. But they formed they went on a strike, and the Lech Walesa, an electrician who was dismissed from the service in 1976. For what purpose he was dismissed from the job?
For demanding higher
For demanding a high wage. For demanding a high wage, he was dismissed from the job. He also joined the strike. He also joined the strike. So in 1980, where the problem began in the Lenin shipyard, when the workers went on a strike for what? For the unjustified dismissal of a woman crane operator. So the trade unions were illegal there, but when the Lech Walesa, the electrician dismissed from the service for demanding higher wage, also joined in that strike. Then what were their demand? What were their demand? They demanded to form an independent trade union. To form an independent trade union and to release the political prisoners. To release the political prisoners and to end the censorship on press. And to end the censorship on press. So what were the demands of the behind the strike? First one is they need an independent trade union, and also they want to release the political prisoners and also want to end the censorship on or to give freedom to the press. Then the strike came to an end when the Lake Beleza signed a 21-point agreement with the government. Lake Beleza signed a 21-point agreement with the government and strike came to an end. Okay, the 1980, the strike was started in the Lenin shipyard and it came to an end when they signed a 21-point agreement with the government. Clear? Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Anybody?
No, ma'am.
So shall I go to the next topic?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So what was the result of their 21-point agreement? They formed a trade union and they get the right to strike. Okay, they formed the trade union. After the 21-point agreement, they formed the trade union and the dance agreement was signed. The new trade union, what is the name of the new trade union? It's a Solidarity. Okay, it's a Solidarity, a new trade union was formed. But what happened to the Polish government at that time? The government was very weak and also it's inefficient management and the corruption leads to the matter again worse. At the time, the USSR also very weak and the government was mismanaged and the corruption, widespread corruption leads to the situation worse. Then the General Jaruzelski imposed a martial law in December 1981. Again, what happened are the thousands of the Solidarity members were put in prison. Again, their freedom was denied. Again, the thousands of the Solidarity trade union members were put in prison. And what happened? Again, they organized a strike. Unnecessarily, they were arrested and put in jail. So they again started a strike. At that time, at the beginning itself, we discussed that the Poland get a great support from which country? Hanan?
Yes, ma'am.
Pia? From which country the USSR get a great support? Poland get a great support from which country? I said the answer, then also no response. Adil, can you say?
Soviet Union.
Adil?
Soviet Union.
Ah, yes, it's from the Soviet Union. So at the time, what happened? It is again the second strike, the Solidarity part. They again organized a strike, and at that time, the Polish government was very weak, and also their support from Soviet Union was uncertain because they faced an economic crisis, economic decline of the Soviet Union, and Soviet Union is not ready to help the Poland at that time. So why again the strike? What is the reason for the second strike, it is because the General Jaruzelski, he imposed the martial law, and as a result of that, the thousands of the Solidarity members were put in prison. They were put in prison and they again organized the strike. But at that time, you remember, the Polish government was very weak and their support from the Soviet Union was also not getting to them, because Soviet Union is facing that time. Soviet Union was facing a great crisis, so they are not able to support them. In April 1989, a negotiation with Walesa resulted in an agreement for free election. So the Polish government was weak and the Solidarity get a great support among the people. That party get a great support from the people, and in 1989, a negotiation was resulted to conduct a free election. And the Solidarity won 99 out of 100 seats of the Senate. They also participated in the election and they won the election. How many seats they got? How many seats? It's 99 seats out of 100. Only one seat they lost. The rest, all the seats they got. In October 1990, the Poland had its first presidential election. And Walesa was elected as the president of Poland. Okay. In October 1990, the Poland has its first presidential election. And who was elected as the president of Poland? Walesa was elected as the president of Poland. Are you clear? Meghna? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So when the time of 21 point, once again, at the first they have an agreement, a 21-point agreement, and after that another strike. Why second? What is the reason behind organizing a second strike? Adidev? Adidev?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, what is the reason for organizing a second strike? Imposition of?
No,
Which law?
imposition of
Yes. Because of they imposed the martial law and thousands of the Solidarity
martial
members were put in jail.
jail.
So they organized a second strike, but at that time the Poland government was very weak. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Then in 1989, they have a negotiation with Walesa, which resulted in conducting a free election. And how many seats they participated? 100 seats. And how much seats they
99.
won, Razan?
99.
99 seats. And who will become the first elected president of Poland? Lech Walesa become the elected president of Poland. So we discussed the two situations, isn't it? The two situations we discussed, one is about Chile and the other is about Poland. Can you compare these two? Can you compare the two countries, Chile and Poland? See what happened in Chile. Chile, initially they have a democratic rule, but suddenly he was overthrown, a military rule, and again democracy restored. In Poland, they have a one-party system they followed, but it leads to corruption, and in Poland also democracy was restored. Nowadays, you know, majority of the countries have democracy. But even though some countries, they are not following a democratic form of government. In the case of China, there is only one party. But in India, you know how much parties are there? We have national parties, local parties, state parties. Large number of parties are there in India. Okay, from this, can you say what are the major features of democracy? Are you clear the situation of the two countries, Poland and Chile?
Yes.
Any doubt, anybody?
No.
Anybody? Free, you can ask. Either you can use a chat box or you can ask. Anybody have any doubt about Chile and Poland? No doubts? Anybody? So, from this, can you say what are the important features of a democracy? We discussed the two countries and the two different situations. And from this, can you say what are the different features of democracy? Rose, can you say?
Ma'am, in democracy, people can criticize the government.
Yes, yes, yes. Then,
They can
Freedom.
form
yes, very
trade
good, very good, very good. So, what are the major features or characteristics of democracy that we need is there should be a rule by the people. We have the people have the freedom to elect their rulers, and also the people need the freedom to express their views or to protest. Even though if it is an elected government, people need the freedom. If the government is doing anything against the will of the people, they need the freedom to protest. So, what are the main characteristics or what are the two important features of democracy is the leaders elected by the people should rule the country, and the people have the freedom to express views and freedom to organize and freedom to protest. In the first case, we know it's a government. In Chile, Allente's government was elected by the people, but Pinochet's government was not elected by the people. So in a democratic country, we need the leaders elected by the people. Another one is people have the freedom to express their views. In Poland, people have no freedom even to protest against the government. So we cannot say such countries as democratic countries. Okay, so which are the democratic? The two important features of democracy is the leaders elected by the people should rule the country, and the people have the freedom to express the views and freedom to organize and freedom to protest. Okay. Clear? The two countries, Chile and Poland. Actually, why we discussed this, now you get an idea how or why we need democracy. What happens if there is not, if the country is not a democratic one? As in the case of China, you know that only a single party system is there. Even though it's a highly developing country and it's providing a lot of facility, but it have its own drawbacks. In the Pakistan, they followed a military rule. You remember that? You studied it? No? Okay, 1990s and all the time. After that only they giving more importance to the election and all. So Parvez Musharraf, have you heard about that name? Musharraf? Okay. So do you think which one is a better form of government, democracy or a non-democratic government? What is your opinion?
Democracy.
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 Why, Lolita, you are preferring a democratic country?
Because it gives rights to citizens or peoples to
Yes.
choose what they like. They have freedom for what.
They have the freedom to express their views. That is very important. Okay, if you are getting all the facilities but if you have no right to speak, it is too much. So we want to express our views. It is possible in a democratic country. Then, anybody is favoring a non-democratic government? No, we all need a democratic country. Why we explain this two cases are, in that chapter actually, there is no need for going in detail because to get an introduction to your chapter, why democracy and why, what is democracy and why we need democracy is your chapter begins from there. But to get an introduction, now I think you are clear what is the difference between a democratic and a non-democratic government and why we are preferring a democratic country. See, nowadays almost all the countries in the world, are following this democratic form of government, and UN is there. Have you heard about UN, United Nations? Yes or no? United Nations?
Yes.
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 Organization is
Yes,
there
ma'am.
to ensure both,
Yes.
yes, peace and security. We have an organization called UN, and nowadays almost not every country, almost compared to 1980s or 70s, nowadays almost all the countries are following a democratic rule. Okay.